however, are going to be probably a little bit more dangerous due to the fact that they live off of that adrenaline rush. They're not going to get bit in the first place. It's going to be a major accident. Most likely when they do get bit, they will be killed. Because we can't, like, we as a society wouldn't be able to let those types of people in that have to have that adrenaline rush. Because they would cause problems.
As he would say, finish the job. Finish the job. If you're going to go eat somebody, fine, finish the job. You don't get a lot of human attacks, by the way, with werewolves.
They taste good.
Humans taste nasty.
What's good?
Deer.
Deer.
Oh, deer. Oh, yeah.
All the supremely heavy iron.
Bacon.
Yeah. Bacon.
Why not? You know? I mean, you ever see a wolf or a dog who would refuse a McDonald's burger? Come on. You know? It's like, yeah, sure, I'd love to go get a deer. It'd be great, but there's McDonald's around the corner and I don't have to worry about somebody seeing me shifting. I love McDonald's, it's great. Or I love a good prime rib. You know? It's the taste. It's the, hey, we looked at it from this way. If a dog or a real wolf would eat it, werewolf will eat it. Sure. Huh?
My dog eats tires.
Sure, chewing? Absolutely, chewing stuff up. We actually will have a couple of characters that have toothbrushes. It's kind of a gag gift.
What about humans' methodology of hunting with any characters in Freeborn, as far as using those instincts for the act of, hunting with bows, arrows, knives?
Oh, sure, there are those that do.
Spear on it,
Why not?
any characters that may be in the works of the series itself down the road?
That will probably happen after the second season. The first season we've got really tight. It's really tight and tied up. It introduces the world, introduces the wolves, introduces sharing, big transformation scene. We are doing American Werewolf in London style transformation on this. This is not going to be just a CG poof. That's why it's taking so long. Is the makeup design is just very extensive. They have change-o, hands, heads, feet. These werewolves also have tails. We're not having werewolves with no tails. That's just... They're not be hairless rats. Wolves have tails. We were actually ordered. That was the first thing from the package in. Werewolves will have tails. Okay, fine. Werewolves will have tails. Yeah.
Somebody likes that.
Yeah. So yeah, any other questions regarding magic or anything like that?
Do we have a whole allergic to silver crap?
Yeah, silver ain't comfortable. You wouldn't wear a silver ring. I mean, what it does, silver isn't some of those things like, oh, I touched silver. None of that. It is an allergy. It does tend to be an allergy. But it's one of those that basically, the werewolf virus itself pretty much has an issue with silver. And if you wore a silver ring, yeah, it would hurt after a while. You'd take it off. If you got shot with a silver bullet, you wouldn't heal up as fast. It would inher that, obviously, whether it's a silver bullet or a real bullet, if you get shot in the heart, you get shot in the right places, you're dead.
Are you doing like regeneration or anything like that?
Absolutely. You have to. Your bones are going to break. Your claws are going to extend. If you don't have regenerative abilities, man, you'll never survive the transformation. And if you have a steel bracelet on, it's going to dig into your wrist. Your skin is not going to break chains. It's just going to hurt like hell and cause damage. That actually goes into the death by transformation scene, which I don't think we should tell them anymore about. So, any other questions? Awesome. Do you have any comments?
Thanks for coming, guys.
Tell us about Max. Tell us about Max.
Well, Max is, like Tony said, Max's thing is, he's been very successful. He's actually really ticked off at at the world for many reasons, because he was a Green Beret, war hero kind of guy. And he ended up getting framed for a subversive mission in which he wasn't at fault, but he was the fall guy. And right when he was defending himself, that's right when he ended up getting bitten and becoming a werewolf. So here he is trying to defend himself in a court-martial proceeding. At the same time, he's finding out that he's a werewolf. So all these events, which happened all at once, kind of made his attitude pretty bad. He went from being a really good citizen, proud American, typical soldier guy, to kind of a cynical bastard. And so I pretty much am justified in, like those people in life who they do really bad things, but they feel like they're entitled to it, and it doesn't really affect them. I've got a lot of that going on because the world kind of owes me something. That's one of my bigger things. But I've also got some morals, and I have my own, benevolence, if you will. I have my own rules and order, and one of them is like Tony said: if you accidentally bite somebody, that's probably just going to be way too much hand-holding, diaper changing. Kill the bastard. Let's don't deal with it, because it's just way too complicated. Letting someone in.
I do have a question about the Freeborn world itself. Is there a matriarch? Is there an origination to the Freeborn? Is there a start point?
Is there an origination to humanity?
So same logic, okay.
Same logic. We have our theories. Different wolves will have different theories. There's no rule book.
Okay, excellent. And then to build on top of that, just real quick, how do Freeborn see other just normal wolves, non-shifting wolves?
They're very pretty. And some of them, and sure, have there been werewolves that have gone all fours and gone totally feral and sure, enjoyed themselves around wolf populations? Sure.
They can still communicate when they're transformed as a wolf with normal wolves?
As much as wolves communicate, yes. In that element, sure. You understand a lot more about wolves, sure. They're not brothers in the sense that real wolves will look at a werewolf and kind of go, there's still
You look like me, but something's wrong.
You look like me, but there's something wrong with you,
Obviously, with the fraternity anyway, there's no werewolf children from wolf to wolf.
It is a human virus. It is a human virus. It does change your DNA, but it is a human virus.
Mowgli's getting born out there.
No. Not at all.
It's not going there.
Question.
Well, I can see some of the drama of feral that's been along for years. Has a family, has kids, pups, and all that out there. They try and bring them back in to being human a lot more. He's living a life.
Feral children is an interesting phenomenon. It really is. Seen that chick in Soviet Union, Russia, with Ukraine. Interesting. Someone did a story on her, and they uncovered evidence that they thought she was faking it. There's like all the evidence of where she was, and I can't remember her name. I wish I could remember her name. But yeah, she was supposedly raised by dogs, and she behaved as a dog, crawled around on all fours, barked, had like calluses on her knees where she would leap around and everything else. Very interesting. But yeah, feral children is an interesting phenomenon. We don't have a lot of that in Freeborn.
Well, I was talking about those types of werewolves that spend most of their time, have mentally gone feral, most of their time as a wolf.
Oh, sure.
And maybe they're trying to bring one out of the woods.
And is there ever a confusion on the feral side of bringing a purely natural wolf into the fold of werewolf? Like fusion therapy, is that ever going to be? There's no, I guess there's really no point. It's like they're just going to be lost out in the woods anyway.
Yeah, it's just, there really is no point. That's how we look at it. It's why, there's no point. So, okay, does anybody have...
Season 12.
Yeah, season 12.
right?
But the important thing is that the new website is up, freebornchronicles.com. Originally it was Freeborn the movie. It's no longer a movie. It's now freebornchronicles.com. That's actually up now. We have more stuff being built for it. We're in production. We're shooting. We're actually getting stuff cut. September 14th. Okay? Look for it then. Within the next month, look for the website update. And then the pilot episode will be out September 14th, and we hope everybody likes that. So, thank you for showing up, Earl. And Emmerich, thank you for showing up.
Been here all day.
Emmerich really is a werewolf, by the way. Yeah, she really is. It's typecasting. We said I could always cast actors and put them in makeup. Why do that? I just cast the werewolves and totally saves money in the budget.
Genius.
Don't piss her off. She doesn't need your movie.
Anyway, any other questions?
You said you have 4 seasons written already? How long are the seasons and how long are the episodes?
Right now, they're 13 episode seasons. And they're written to be hour long. So, we'll see what happens. Big thing is that the pilot can't suck. Pilot can't suck. You can kill everything the pilot sucks. So, that's where we're going with that. So, wish us luck in that. And then next year, when we come back, we'll actually have a series out. And then everybody will be wanting autographs from these guys.
Can we get autographs
Because
now?
we know who they are. What?
Can we get autographs now?
If you want it. But it's premature. Make sure the show doesn't suck first. But yeah, go check out Freeborn Chronicles. Look up Freeborn on YouTube. You'll see some stuff up there. Tasha's Decision is a short that's a prequel of Tasha's life that we did. It's already out there. And thank you guys for coming. I know we're a little early, but I don't see that we've got anything else going on. Unless somebody has something werewolf they want to talk about, which would be awesome.
Are you going to show the episodes at A-Kon like you did the Red Victoria visit?
If we are ready and behind it, I would show an episode at A-Kon before I'd show it at any other convention. A-Kon is like a second home to me. I love the people here. I'd love to be able to show an episode here. I can't make that call yet, though it's premature. But I'd love to. Any other questions? Any other questions for Earl or for Emmerich?
We'll take that as a no.
Awesome. So it's time for us to go get drunk.
There.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for coming.